I'm back to Tell the Truth channel. Please like, share my content on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and what other content that y'all go on. I appreciate that very much. I am in Jesus and Jesus is in me. All right. I come to talk to the ladies and the mans because it go both ways. Well, I'm not going to say it go both ways. It go one way with the ladies, but the things that the man do should not go the way it should not go that way at all. But they do this, but it should not go that way. So, what I'm trying to say that you have mans out there that take women's the wrong way. Now, every woman is not a round the way woman. Every woman is not a round the way woman. But see, mans out here take every woman as a round the way woman, but it's not that. So what I mean on what I'm saying here, now I'm going to use myself as an example. When I was around, say, in my 20s, and I used to wear these hot tamales. So I'm going to say what I mean by hot tamales is shorts that y'all ladies like to wear out there that goes a little bit, up above y'all booties. But see, back in our days, our hot tamales did not go up above our booties. It went right around the booty, not up above the booty. It went right around the booty. But the point is of what I'm saying, that mans take women's for granted at times. They take women's for granted. They think that every woman is a round the way woman, but they not. It's just that certain women like to be comfortable, and certain women is round the way that that want attention. So you don't have every woman that wants attention, but you have most women that wants attention. So when I was in my 20s, I was walking down the street one day, and I was going to visit one of my friends, and this dude, he had to be watching me a long time. He had to be. So one day I was walking down the street, and I was minding my business, playing my little B-box, because we had a B-box back in the day. Them big boxes that we carry on top of our shoulders. I had one of them B-box, so I used to carry my little B-box everywhere I go, because I love music. So I would carry my B-box everywhere I go. So one day I was walking down the street with my B-box, listening to the music, going to my friend's house, and this dude just came from nowhere, and just ran and smacked me on my booty. Yeah, just smacked me on my booty. So I'm looking. I turned around. The dude went, woo, he ran so fast. After he smacked me on my booty, he ran so fast that I couldn't even go back to the house and tell my boyfriend what he did. Okay? So that what made me stop wearing hot tamales. Because mans take it as just because you wearing hot tamales, that give other mans the right to touch on you. But they don't have the right to do that. But they think they do have the right to touch you. So that's why I say mans take women's for granted. Because every woman don't like to be touched. So you got to look at it now in these days. It's women's out here that carry pistols on them. Oh yeah, they carry guns. Even if they wear their little hot tamales, some of these women carry guns. And some of these women ain't gonna stand on nobody to come and smack them on the booty. Because if you smack them on the booty, you better be looking for that booty. You better be looking for that bullet. That's what I'm trying to say. That bullet between your butt when she shoots you. Because every woman is not like that. Because back in our days, we couldn't walk around with guns. Back in the days. Especially the where we stayed, we couldn't walk around with guns. So, only thing I could do is go back and tell my boyfriend what had happened. But what could he do? The dude had completely ran away real fast, so he couldn't find him. And I couldn't see the dude's face so fast because he hit me on my booty so fast, and he just kept running like, man, I couldn't even see his face because he ran so fast. So what I'm saying, ladies, it's okay to wear what you like to wear. But the point is that be careful when you out there in the world, because you have certain kind of mans out there that think that they have the right to put their hands on you, and they don't have the right. So you got to be careful. If you wear your hot tamales, make sure you get yourself protected, because you do have mans out there will lose their mind and think they have the right to touch you, because they think that every woman is a round-the-way woman, and every woman is not a round-the-way woman. It's just that certain women just want to be comfortable. So when they get off work, because they could be like doctors, lawyers, psychiatrists, male ladies, like bus drivers, whatever. They just want to get comfortable when they get off work. And they just want to wear their hot tamales. They ain't out there trying to defend nobody. They ain't out there to try to get no attention. They just out there trying to enjoy their day. But you got men out there that think that a woman don't have the right to enjoy her day, especially when she wearing hot tamales. You get what I'm saying, ladies? So you have men out there like that. Just think that they have the right to put their hands on you. So y'all have to be careful out there. If you decide to wear your hot tamales, ladies, make sure you got some of your friends with you, or make sure you walking with your man. Because your man, if he don't mind you wearing the hot tamales out there with him, that's fine. That's cool. But you have some mans out there do not want they women's wearing hot tamales. And you have some out there don't mind they women's wearing hot tamales as long as they wearing hot tamales with them. But even if they not wearing hot tamales with them, you have mans that trust they women's. Even though they wear the hot tamales, they still trust them for wearing the hot tamales. But the point is, don't nobody have the right to put their hands on you which way you like to dress. Don't nobody have the right to touch you. But you have mans out there will do that. Because let's go back to Adam and Eve. Let's go back to the time when Eve ate the apple and God told her not to eat the apple. But see, Eve took a big piece of that apple and Adam took a small piece of the apple. So I don't understand. I can understand the women's being, hot because Eve the one ate the apple. But the man's, they more hotter than the women's. And I don't understand. Adam didn't eat all the apple. He just took a little bite of it and threw it down. But see, Eve took that big old bite of apple. When God told her not to do it, she did it anyway. So they gave her more common sense than they gave the man's. So look, mans, I'm not trying to call y'all out or nothing. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to call y'all out. Because I'm not speaking of every man. Because most mans out here do have common sense. Most mans out here do know how to control their loins. And then you have most mans out here do not know how to control their loins. So that's why, ladies, I tell you to be careful. Because you have mans out there would try to sneak up on you and try to harm you just because the way you dress. You have mans out there that don't mind the way you dress and will not make a play at you because you have certain mans out there that know how to control their loins. Now, let me put it like this, ladies and mans. Mans can get out of hand. It ain't just only the sick man's period know how to get out of hand. But you got some out here that know how to control it. Even though they know they can get out of hand, but they control it. You have some out here that just can't control it. And then they end up touching you. That's how a lot of women's getting raped and molested. Because you got men out here just don't know how to control their loins. And they just got to put their hands on ladies, kids, and boys. You have them out here. So you have to be careful, ladies. And you got to be careful with your daughters, because when your daughters get up to certain ages, you have these men looking at your daughters. And they trying to put their hands on your daughters. Because you just have sick men out there. You have some just completely sick. And you have some out there that know how to control their loins. So ladies, be careful when y'all wear the clothes y'all wear. Even though y'all ain't out there trying to get attention, you do have ladies out there that wants attention. And they don't understand that even though they want attention, they got to worry about the ones that don't care about their loins. That's what these other ladies, the round the way ladies, got to understand, that they still got to look out for themselves, even though they want attention, because you might end up with the wrong attention. That's what y'all got to worry about, ladies. You got to worry about, you can get the wrong attention from the wrong man, even though you want attention. You got to be careful. Because you got some sick mans out here that just want more attention than the woman want more attention. So they come after the woman that want more attention. And they think that every woman wants the same attention as round the way women want the same attention. So they go after the wrong women. And when they go after the wrong women, then they got to look out for their brothers, their uncles, their cousins, their boyfriends. They got to look out for that. Because a real woman is not going to let a sick man put his hands on her and not tell her brothers or sister or brothers or cousins or boyfriend or whatever what went down. Because you got to look at this. You have brothers out there and friends, brother friends, and, uncles and cousins and all that. They might have some people out there that's watching your back and tell the people to let me know that if anybody put a hand on my sister or my niece or my cousin or whatever, let me know. So they have people out there watching your back, ladies. Some brothers do that because they very protected over their sisters and nieces and all of that. They very protected over y'all. So you got to look at this. You have some of the crazy niggas would go and talk about what they did. Well, yeah, I put my hands on this girl. I saw this girl walking down the street and she had them hot tamales and I smacked her on her booty, or I tried to rape her or whatever and she fought me back, but she got away. But man, I was trying to hold on to her. I wasn't trying to let her get away, but she got away. And then next thing you know, they don't realize that the girl brother, the girl cousin, or uncle, or boyfriend got somebody out there watching the women's and letting them know what's going down. So it get back to the brother, the cousin, the boyfriend, the friends or whatever. It get back to them. And then they end up catching the nigga. They either probably beat the nigga down so bad that they put him in a hospital, or they might beat the nigga down so bad where they might kill him. It depends on how they feel at that time and at that day. It depends on how they feel. Because if they in a bad mood, then yeah, they're going to kill the person. If they not really in a bad mood, then they probably just beat the boy down, So these niggas out here that can't control their loins don't understand that it's brothers out there and boyfriends and uncles and cousins and all that always got somebody watching they sisters, they nieces, they cousins and all of that. They got somebody out there watching whoever gonna touch their family, because they know their family gonna come back and tell them. But see, around the way woman ain't gonna go back and tell nothing, because the family already know she round the way. So they gonna say, why you bringing that to us when you already know what you do out there And then they probably say, regardless of what I do out there, that person don't have the right to put their hands on me, which that's true. They don't. But see, the brothers don't look at it like that. They looking like you shouldn't be out there doing that. No way, when you know that it's some sick people out there that will put their hands on you. So what could the sister say? What could the niece say? Because they out there looking for attention. And when you out there looking for attention, that's what you asking for. When you out there looking for that. You looking for somebody that's sick that will put their hands on you because you out there looking for attention. Now, a woman that's not looking for attention and somebody put her hands on her, and her brother know, or her cousin know, or her boyfriend know that she's not that type of woman, yeah, they're going to do some revenge on that. But a woman that wants attention and be out there looking for attention, no, the brother going to say, well, you was out there looking for it because that's what you like doing, wanting attention. So you got what you want. Even though they say that to their sister or their cousin or whatever, but they still going to go find out why did the person put their hands on their sister, niece, cousin, or whatever. Even though she ran away, they still going to try to find out why did that person put their hands on their sister, cousin, niece, or whatever. See, so that's what I'm saying, ladies, be careful, because you got sick people out here. Even though you're not looking for to get nobody but to touch you, you have some out there will touch you, even though you don't want to be touched. You have some out here that will touch you. So be careful, ladies. Be careful. If you're going to go out and you're going to wear your hot tamales, be with your friends. Be with your boyfriend, your uncle, your cousin, whatever. Be with somebody that you know that's going to have your back. So if somebody try to do something, y'all can all jump that person and do what y'all got to do. So all I want to say is be careful out there. Be careful. Be careful, ladies. Because you never know when you might run into a sick person that decide that they want to put their hands on you. Because let me tell you, if somebody put their hands on you, God give you free will to defend yourself. He does. He give you free will to defend yourself because don't nobody have the right to touch you. So he do give you free will to defend yourself. So that's all I want to say. Thank y'all for listening to me. Jesus love you, Father love you, the Holy Ghost, the angels, the ancestors, and I love y'all. And I will be back to talk to y'all again soon. Y'all have a good day and a blessed day.